Hello, Taurus, Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus, and Cross Watchers. I am Mystic Jenn. I am your host today for your mid-August 2020 love forecast or love reading here. And we're just going to get this right on the road. If this doesn't resonate, check out your other planetary placements by all means. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share, and comment. Okay, there's your card, Taurus. It is Judgment. Do we have a Judgment Day here? Or Judgment coming? This is answering the call. Perhaps you have been being urged in a certain direction. This is a universe card. This is also a card of karma. And this is with the Judgment. It could also be signifying reconciliation, rebuilding, resurrecting. Are you trying to resurrect something from the past? Or someone from your past is trying to resurrect something with you? Okay, let's see where this is going. Seventh chakra, Ariel. We have a spirit connection. I think this is the universe trying to urge you in a certain direction. Envy. Man holding a heart. Aries had that man holding a heart also. You know, Taurus, you may be wearing your heart on your sleeve, or there could be a man that is envious. Masculine, I should say. This is really not gender specific, but there's envy in the midst. Okay, but I feel like this could be your energy, Taurus. Are you envious of somebody from your past? Or envious of maybe there's somebody from your past that has other interests and is creating this envy type feeling that maybe you wish things were different. I think that you're looking for a reconciliation potentially. Garden and the Gate. Yeah, this is telling me that the first thing that came to me was the grass is not always greener on the other side. But I feel as though that Spirit is trying to tell you to tap into your spiritual self. There's some kind of spiritual connection you have with somebody from your past. And there's envy involved, that like someone is watching you or you are watching them, and is creating some anxiety, is creating some envy. And there's the heart right there, that either you are looking to offer your heart to someone from your past to try to fix things, to try to rebuild, or they could be the one trying to offer it to you, because somebody, however that resonates, found out the grass is not always greener on the other side. That at one point they had everything that they could have ever wanted. And maybe somebody left the situation because they thought there was something better. And is finding out the grass is not always greener. And this could be somebody else's energy being envious of you, that you are in another position, another phase of life, and there's a lot of envy there, but there's still this spiritual connection between the two of you that just can't be denied. Pay attention to the red flags. New love. Keep an open mind. Okay. I feel so strongly that this is your energy. And I turn the deck over and there's past life relationship right there. I think that, you know, this is one of them tough reads that some of you are probably not going to like it. Because I feel this is your energy being envious of somebody else. Okay? And I feel that you may have left a situation that you found that the grass was not greener on the other side and you want to reconcile. Okay? And there were definitely red flags. Maybe you're experiencing red flags in a current situation. This is however this resonates. But let me just put it this way. We have two people here. One is the Taurus and one is the Taurus's partner. Okay, whichever side you're on, you have to decide that. We have a situation a relationship that seemed to be very beautiful, that had everything you could ever want or they can ever want in the relationship. They had the security, they had the love, the affection. It was growing. But then they were looking outside the gate at the barren land. And they thought that grass looked a little bit greener. Maybe they could plant something else. And somebody just wasn't completely satisfied, and they didn't realize at the time that all that they needed, they already had. So they left that, they went through that gate, and they went out and finding out that the grass was not truly greener on the other side. It was a falsehood, it was an illusion. And they got involved in another relationship, and there were a ton of red flags as they entered into this new relationship. Meanwhile, the person that they left in the dust may be moving on to a new love. And now there's a little bit of envy. The person that did the leaving may be envious now because they see their ex prospering, finding new love. Okay? And there's this envy, there's this longing, there's this, I wish I would have made better choices, as in the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a judgment call. This could be good choices or bad choices. And I feel somebody made a bad choice in thinking that they could find something better. Now, it's like this light goes on inside their head, and it's like somebody's opening their eyes and realizing, I had everything that I needed and wanted already. Okay, that is the sense that I'm getting here. And you need to kind of keep an open mind, or they need to keep an open mind. Someone needs to keep an open mind and realize, okay, I left. They were starting to move on with their life, but there's still this spiritual connection. And I'm seeing things progressing, that, you know, Spirit has opened up somebody's eyes, and somebody's realizing that they made a poor judgment call. And they have their heart hanging out there, and they're ready to try to make amends, resurrect this situation from the past before anything in their person's life can form or go any further. So I think that somebody is in a place where I want to reconcile. I'm sorry. I made a bad judgment call. whatever the situation is, keeping an open mind is, okay, they're coming back. Somebody's coming back. And you have to keep an open mind, like, okay, maybe there is some forgiveness. I'm surprised the forgiveness card did not come up. But you have to decide for yourself, can I forgive? Well, no, let me take that back. Can I forget? Forgiveness is one thing. Forgiving their transgressions. Forgiving them for ghosting you. Okay? Forgiving. But can you forget and put it behind you? And with this past life card here, this is definitely a deep soul connection with this person. Okay, let's see what else. What additional messages and guidance do you have for Taurus, please? Sun, rising, moon, Venus, and cross watchers. There's the gate. A theme of gates here. Beginnings. New love, beginnings. This new love could be resurrecting something from the past and starting over as if it is a brand new love. This is new beginnings, starting over. You know, number 2 is duality. There's 2 sides to every story. And you can choose to stay on the outside or go to where the grass truly is greener. It's just like where you came from, looking back at what you had, or them, your person, looking back at what they had. And they realized what they had was lush, was healthy, was growing, greenery. They may have left you in the cold, but they're looking at things in a different light. And you have a chance of a new beginning coming here. Pleasure. That's one of the things the two of you had in common. You found pleasure with each other. It's a sense of laughter, having fun. And yes, this could be sexual energy too. Finding pleasure in each other sexually. Assessing. Okay, so somebody is now assessing their position. They left, and now they're reassessing because there's all these red flags. They're remembering the pleasure they had with you. They're remembering what life used to be. And they're envious of your position where you are at. And trust, underneath the deck, there's definitely been some sort of betrayal of trust. And that's what this, I can forgive, but can I forget? Because there's an issue of trust. Can they earn that trust back? There's definitely a shot, there's definitely a chance of reconciling, getting back together, starting brand new together, having new beginnings, rediscovering the pleasure that you two shared between each other. Wow, this does go kind of deep. Let's see what else comes up here. This almost makes me feel sad, because there's these two people that there is this deep love, but one person strayed. One person left the situation because they thought they saw something better. And now they're very regretful. They regret their decision. They realize that they made a bad judgment call. And they want to restore things. They want another chance. We have the Tower energy. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Tower is an explosion. It's also an epiphany. It's like tearing down a false foundation. Something wasn't built on solid ground. And there's a ton of red flags. So wherever this person had traveled, they come across these red flags, these warning signs. And they just had this feeling that something wasn't right, and they had this epiphany. You know, it's that they, you know, that they made a bad judgment call. Five of Swords. Five of Swords speaks of somebody gloating. That they won. So we have more, I think we have other characters coming into this for your second half of August. That somebody's gloating, they feel they've won. They've been going around very proud, having this huge ego. This ego's getting torn down. Someone involved in this scenario, their ego's getting torn down because another person's walking away from it. Another person's washing their hands. That could be you, Taurus. Taurus, you could be walking away from a situation because somebody's ego is getting out of hand. Or this could be your person walking away from that so-called greener grass that they thought, because the person that they may have been with, there's conflicts there, and they've been very much gloating, I won. And then now, because they think they won, they're watching that tower fall. They're watching everything crumble as your person walks away from them. And this is absolute destiny. Okay? This is the universe playing a role. This is karma playing out. We have the Queen of Wands. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this is somebody who's very enthusiastic, who's very passionate. She has the courage. She has the enthusiasm. She's very confident. So what I see here is that there's still a little bit of ego playing out here. I think there's a lot of ego flying around. Six of Swords underneath. Someone moving forward. Someone is moving past the storm. Moving away from a toxic environment. They're tired of the fighting. Fire, there's fire energy here. And you know, there's an explosion happening. But what I feel is somebody is moving away from an unemotional fulfillment. And just kind of happens to fall on this greener grass and this karma and this bad judgment call here. Somebody realized they made a bad judgment call and they want to go back. And they're leaving this situation that they moved into and realize that there's the red flags, and They're letting the tower fall. They're busting out. Somebody is busting free. And somebody's ego, somebody's bubble's about to be burst. Because they've been strutting their stuff. I won. This almost feels like third party. This almost feels like I feel three people involved here. Okay, the original couple and then a third wheel. Okay, and that third wheel is the one who's been gloating. Who's the one saying, I won, I won, I won. But their bubble's about to be busted, my friend. And because this person here that's leaving, they're leaving because they're very confident of where their heart really belongs. They have recognized the red flags. And they are ready to move on and go back to where their heart is before the other person that they left moves on in their own life with somebody else. Okay, get a few more cards. She who battles. This is the warrior. This is justice. You know what? Justice, judgment, karma, commitment. Someone's leaving a commitment and they've been in a battle. This has been a battle, a real battle. She who hopes. So, somebody has fought this battle long and hard. She who persists. Somebody is persistent. Wow. Yeah, somebody's very hopeful in this. So somebody's very persistent. That may be your person coming back. They're going to be very persistent that they have changed. They're going to be persistent and until you decide to forgive and you decide to give them a second chance. What I'm seeing, the energy here that I'm feeling is that the chance is there. There is definitely a strong spiritual connection, a deep soul connection, soulmate connection, that I think you are on the bridge. It's like it leaves you sitting on the bridge wondering, I'm really not sure what I want to do. It's like you are halfway across that bridge, the bridge of no return. But you're sitting there right now because I think you are watching what your person is going to do. But I think the ultimate decision is going to be up to you, which direction you want to go, if you want to give them another chance or not. But keep in mind, it's going to take work, a lot of work, because there's going to be a lot of trust issues. That's why I feel the more cards I draw, the more I feel that there were 3 people involved in this. And because of that third wheel, somebody's trust was betrayed. Like I said, this could be vice versa. You have to decide which side of the fence you are. Which of the 3 people that you are. Which character are you? Okay. One character is definitely a Taurus. Okay. Now, but they're going to be persistent. You might be fighting it, or they may be fighting really hard to get you back, and they are going to be persistent. You're sitting there on the fence. You're kind of on the fence. It's the fence on the bridge. You haven't crossed it yet. I think you're waiting to see how things play out. Okay, we're going to get a couple rune cards. This is my own personal deck that I created. I think sometimes real soon. I got a laminator and I'm going to laminate these. Property ooh, okay. Finances play a role. Maybe somebody thought the grass was greener elsewhere because of financial gain, I think. And they're watching their ex prosper. And they're thinking, I made a big mistake. And they allowed money to trump love, success, and victory. Change, partnerships, career. There is definitely going to be a change in partnerships yet again in this scenario. One of the people in this scenario went from one partner, left that partner, went to a different partner, and they may even have overlapped because of the trust card here and because of somebody gloating like they've won. But they went into this other partnership and they are backpedaling because there's all kinds of red flags. And they realize what they have lost. They realize what they gave up and walked away from. And they are now going to want to change partners again and go back to where they know that there is happiness. Self-delusion is under the deck. This is birth. Or birth, which is... and it's in reverse underneath the deck. Yeah, somebody was under self-illusion. Definitely. And then we're going to finally end it with my Lenormand. Somebody realized they made a mistake. Absolutely. Okay. We have the birds. That's talk. That's chatting. That's conversations. A number 11. Wow. 11 is a master number. Just saying. But that's the broom and whip. This is repeat. So this is repeat conversations that somebody's having over love. Okay. There is talk of love. And it's happening over and over again. I think that you've already been talking to this person. And you may have put a wish out in the universe for things to return the way that they were supposed to be. This is divine guidance as well, wish fulfillment. This is like putting it out there. And this could also be a symbolizing of social media. Okay, you could be talking to your other person on social media. I can see a web here, but it seems like all roads are leading back to you. All roads are leading back to each other. Okay, that's what this feels like. All roads are leading back to each other. And there may have been some quarrels and disagreements. This could be quarreling. But the love is there. There might have been some disagreements. But I feel as though more so than disagreements here, I feel like this is talking things out over and over again until you make your decision up. If you're going to go ahead backwards again, or if you're going to finish your journey across that bridge. And despite what this person that left is doing, or what they're trying to do, or how much they proclaim their love. If you decide to cross that bridge and leave it, I think that right now the decision is in your hands. Okay, this is what I have for you. Please do make sure you give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Blessed be.